In this video we will understand the word problems. Okay, how to express word problems in equation. Okay, in equations. Now see question number 3rd of the same exercise 3.3. question is form the pair of linear equation for the following problems and find their solution by substitution method. Okay, so we will take second bit of the same question number 3. The larger of two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 18 degrees, so find it. Means finding, we have to find the two angles. Okay, first condition in the question is given itself by this word supplementary. Two angles are supplementary, so supplementary angles, we all know what are supplementary angles. Okay, now second case is the larger of two supplementary angle, the larger angle exceeds the smaller one by 18 degree. Okay, so what we have to find angles, no, so we will assume the same. Let the two supplementary angles are P and Q. P is larger one and Q is smaller supplementary angle. Okay, so case 1 is P and Q are supplementary angles, means P plus Q is equals to, it will be 180 degree. Supplementary angles, if two angles are supplementary, means their sum is 180. So this is the first equation. Now second case is what? Larger angle exceeds the smaller angle by 18. Okay, so larger angle is 18 more than the smaller one. Okay, so this can be written as P minus Q is equals to 18. This is the second equation. Now using substitution method we have to solve this. Okay, so from equation number 2 you can take any one of the equation, this one or this one. Okay, so from equation number 2 we can write P in terms of Q. P is equals to Q plus 18. Okay, and name this as third equation. Okay, we have expressed P in terms of Q using equation number 2. Now if we have expressed P in terms of Q using this equation, so we will substitute this value of P in equation number 1. Now substituting P from equation number 3rd in equation number 1st. Okay, why putting in equation number 1st? Because using equation number 2 we have expressed P in terms of Q. Okay, so P plus Q is equals to 180 is the first equation. Now P is what? Q plus 18 degree. So Q plus 18 degree plus Q is equals to 180. Q plus Q are like terms. There is nothing much in opening the bracket because after the bracket there is addition sign. So 2Q is equals to 180 minus 18 degree. This 18 degree will be transposed to become negative. So 2Q is equals to 162 degree. So Q is equals to 81 degree. Now this value of Q we will put in equation 1st or equation 3rd, wherever. So P plus Q is 180. So P is 99 degrees. Okay, further we will deal with some more word problems of the same exercise, same question. Okay, I'm not going to explain each and every question. I will explain only how to form equation from the given word problems. Okay, because method of solution will be the same. See, the taxi charges, question number 4th bit is the taxi charges in a city consist of a fixed charge together with the charge for distance covered. Okay, for distance means there is a fixed charge. Either you travel for 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 10 kilometer, you have to give a fixed charge also and charges per kilometer also. Okay, so for distance of 10 kilometer the charge paid is rupees 105 and the journey of 15 kilometer the charges paid is 155 rupees. What are the fixed charges and the charge per kilometer? Okay, you have to, your question is asking what is the fixed or taxi charge and what is the charge per kilometer. So we'll assume X as a fixed charge and Y as a charge per kilometer because we have to find these two unknowns only, no? So X will be the fixed charge and Y will be the charge per kilometer. Okay, next it is asking how much does a person have to pay for traveling a distance for 25 kilometer. See, once you get the value of fixed charge which is X and the value of charge per kilometer, which is y. You can easily find how much one has to pay for 25 kilometer, for the journey of 25 kilometer. How fixed charge will be the same for every journey. So charge will be x plus distance is 25 and charge per kilometer is y rupees per kilometer. Okay, so for 25 kilometers charge per kilometer will be y into 25. So a person has to pay x plus 25y for the journey of 25 kilometers. Okay, so let us see this, see the solution of this question. See, I have told you what we have to assume. Let the fixed charge be x rupees and the charge per kilometer be y rupees. Okay, so according to question, first case is what? In first case, one has covered 10 kilometer. Okay, so charge for first kilometer, 1 kilometer will be y, and charge for 10 kilometers will be 10y. As taxi charges consist of fixed charge also and charge per kilometer also, so every charge will constitute with fixed charge also and charge per kilometer also. So for 10 kilometers charge is 105. Okay, and in terms of fixed charge and charge per kilometer, it will be x, because x is fixed charge, and for 10 kilometers charge per kilometer will be 10y. So this fixed charge plus charge for 10 kilometer is 105 rupees. So this is the first equation. Now in second case, distance traveled is 15 kilometer and charge for 1 kilometer will be y. So charge for 15 kilometer will be 15y rupees. Okay, so total charge for 15 kilometers is 155, which will constitute a fixed charge also and charge per kilometer also. Okay, so x plus 15y is equals to 155 is the second equation. Now this first and second equation you have to solve using substitution method. How you will solve? See, you will express x or y in terms of x or y in terms of other variable. If you are expressing x in terms of y, it will be very easy. We have expressed using equation number 1. We have expressed x in terms of y. So x is equals to 105 minus 10y. Okay, now we'll substitute this value of x in equation number 2. Why we'll put in equation number 2? Because using equation number 1 we have got x in terms of y. Okay, after substituting this we'll get y and x, means y is what? Y is charge per kilometer and x is fixed charge. See, this is the solution. Okay, this is the solution. Okay, now see next bit. Next bit is fifth one. It is word problem is, next bit is a fraction becomes 9 upon 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. Okay, a fraction becomes 9 upon 11 if we add 2 to the numerator also and 2 to the denominator also. Next condition is if we add 3, if 3 is added to both numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 upon 6. Means when we add 3 to the numerator and 3 to the denominator, then fraction becomes 5 upon 6. We have to find the fraction. See, fraction is unknown, means numerator of the fraction and denominator of the fraction both are unknown. Okay, both we don't know. So we will assume that let the fraction be x upon y. X is the numerator of the fraction and y is the denominator of the fraction. Okay, next, according to the question, case 1 is what? When 2 is added to numerator and denominator both, numerator is x, denominator is y. When we add 2 to the numerator, which is x, and 2 to the denominator, which is y, then fraction becomes 9 upon 11. Fraction is equals to 9 upon 11. Means x upon 2 plus y, x upon 2, x plus 2 upon y plus 2 is 9 upon 11. Okay, now we'll simplify it. Transpose this y plus 2 to RHS and transpose this 11 to LHS. Okay, it will this y plus 2 will become in multiplication with 9 and 11 will become multiplication with x plus 2. Now opening the bracket, 11x plus 11 into 2 is 22, then 9y plus 9 into 2 is 18. Okay, now 11x minus 9y, will transpose this plus y to RHS it will become minus 9y, and we'll transpose this plus 22 to RHS, it will become minus 22. So 11x minus 9y is equals to minus 4 is the first equation. Now second condition is when or if 3 is added to both numerator and denominator, then fraction becomes 5 upon 6. When we add 3 to numerator, which is x, and 3 to numerator, which is y, the fraction is 5 upon 6. Okay, this is the second condition. Now we'll simplify it. Transpose this y plus 3 to RHS, it will become in multiplication, and transpose this 6 to LHS, it will become in multiplication with x plus 3. So x plus 3 into 6 is equals to y plus 3 into 5. Okay, opening the bracket, this is 6x plus 3 into 6 is 18. This 5y, 3 into 5 is 15. Okay, now 6x, transpose this 5y to RHS, it will become LHS, it will become minus 5y. Now a plus 18x, transpose this plus 18x to RHS, it is minus 18. Okay, now this will give us 6x minus 5y is equals to minus 3. 15 minus 18 is minus 3. So this is the second equation. Now using the same method, substitution method, you have to solve. So we have expressed x in terms of y using equation number 2. This is equation number 2. Equation number 2. Using this equation, we have expressed x in terms of y, and further we will express, so we will substitute this value of x in equation number 1. Okay, equation number 1, this equation number 1. Why will substitute x value of x in equation number 1? Because using equation number 2 only we have got value of x in terms of y. Okay, so substituting x in equation number 3rd, from equation number 3rd in equation number 1, this value, which is equation number 3rd, will put in equation number 1. So we will get equation number 1 is 11x minus 9y is equals to minus 4. Okay, so x is 5y minus 3 upon 6 in terms of y. So put here. Okay, further we will here see 5y minus 3 upon 6 minus 9y is equals to minus 4. So here this is one term and this is the other term. Okay, so we have to take LCM first before transposing the 6 to RHS. So 11 in bracket 5y minus 3 as it is. Now we'll multiply the 6 to 9, which will give us minus 54y, and after this multiplying the 6 with 9, denominator of this both term will become 6, which is LCM. Now this LCM 6 will transpose to RHS. So 6 multiply minus 4 is minus 24. Okay, now open the bracket. 11 multiply 5y is 55y. 11 minus 3 is minus 33. And this is minus 54, y is equals to minus 24. So 55y minus 54y, same terms with variable y and y. So we'll subtract it. Now transpose this minus 32 to RHS, it will become plus 33. This is 33. Okay, sorry. We'll transpose this to RHS, it will become plus 33. So this will give us y is equals to 9. Now if y is equals to 9, now put this value of y in equation number 3rd, you will get value of y. So equation number 3rd or equation number 2nd or equation number 1st, in any of the equation, if you will put value of y, you will get value of x. Okay, so we have taken equation number 2 to get value of x. So 6x minus 5y is equals to minus 3, it was equation number 2. Here it is, equation number 2. Okay, so it will become 6x is equals to 3 plus 45, because this is minus 45. After transposing, it is plus 45. So 6 is equals to 42. So x is equals to 7. Okay, so fraction was x by y, no? So fraction is 7 upon 9. Okay, in next video we will understand the elimination method to find solution of pair of linear equations.